WFPK! Hey, what's that I hear out on the airwaves? It's rolling it out of Bullitt County red hot, and it's full of fur, boys.
Full moons are rising in the Ozark Hills. Lock up your whiskey, boys, hide away your pills. Watch your tall women lace your shoes to your knees, cause the wolfman's are coming on a buck dance spree. Fox trotting up and down that old hollow log. Wolfman of the Ozark Mountain calling the hogs. Suey baby, suey pig, loving it a pumping, blowing bad and big. Begging at your table like an old dirty dog. Wolfman of the Ozark Mountain calling the hogs. His teeth are gnashing and he's out on a tear. All you Arkansas ladies, you better beware. He's very hairy, comes from mountain home, and he's looking for a place where he can bury a bone. Hopping on them hams like an old bullfrog. Wolfman of the Ozark Mountain calling the hogs. Suey baby, suey pig, huffing and a puffing, blowing bad and big. Look out your window, he'll be prowling around. Next thing you know, he'll blow your back door down. Suey baby, baby suey, he'll have you dancing all night until 3. Begging at your table like an old dirty dog. Wolfman of the Ozark Mountain calling the hog. This ain't Texas, there ain't no hold up. So lay your cars down, 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 and park your Lexus and throw your keys up and stick around, round, 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 round. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real life boogie and a real life hold down. Don't be,
Take it to the floor.
Wolfman is tucking his tail. He's stepping out up on a hot new trail. Some folks say they heard him howling the wind. That's 4 more rides, he'll be back again. There's Kennesaw, Catawba, Clampfoot, and Call. Wolfman of the Ozark Mountain calling the hogs. Suey baby, suey pig, huffing and a puffing, blowing bad and big. Begging at your table like an old dirty dog. Wolfman of the Ozark Mountain calling the hogs. Wolfman of the Ozark Mountain calling the hogs.
All right, friends. Well, we got into this business to break big in the bluegrass state, buddy, and that's what we aim to do. Because we got a new song that invites us all to share our political values together at the same time. So who you going to vote for, man?
I haven't decided
Oh,
yet.
come on.
So many options, right?
There are not so many options.
All right, we got to be optimistic, don't we?
It's like is there a little worm's been eating his brain or something. I don't know what you're smoking, man, but I tell you, don't care who you vote for, who I vote for. We're just going to get out there and vote for one of them, ain't we?
I guess that's our job.
I guess so.
Yeah,
well,
man.
let's just hope that when the torrential rains start to flood these waters and they rise, we all figure out before we all sink.
Amen
Come on,
to that.
fellas, let's get on it now. It all goes back to ancient times, see? Oh, Noah had all this stuff figured out. Oh, Noah built the ark up as the flood was getting high. When a donkey and an elephant tried to start a fight, then the Lord said, no, 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 get back to the end of the line. Yeah, the Lord said, no, 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 ain't gonna sink this boat of mine. Send the Lord to the donkey and the elephant. If you want to get on board and ride, oh, you better get along. Or get back to the end of the line, to the end of the line. For 40 days and 40 When the Lord said no, 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 get back to the end of the line. Hey, the Lord said no, 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 ain't gonna sink this boat of mine. Said the Lord to the donkey and the elephant, if you wanna get on board and ride, oh, you gotta get along. Well, get back to the end of the line, to the end of the line. They landed on Mount Ararat. The rainbow sign was sure. Imagine what we could do if we just got along. Since this tale was written down, 1,000 years have passed, and to this day there's trouble between an elephant and ass. When the Lord said no, 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 get back to the end of the line. Yeah, the Lord said no, 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 ain't gonna sink this boat of mine. Said the Lord to the donkey and the elephant, if you wanna get on board and ride, oh, you gotta get along. Well, get back to the end of the line, to the end of the line. I said, well, the Lord to the donkey and the elephant, if you wanna get on board and ride, oh, you gotta get along. Get back to the end of the line, to the end of the line, to the end of the line, to the end of the line. Get out there and vote, Kentucky!
Old Crow Medicine Show live on WFPK. What drew you to the roots music? What drew you back to that?
Roots music was seemed like a good way to get work and to it was hard. Rock and roll was cool and immediate, but there was something when Critter and I started playing banjos and guitars and stuff at the local coffee shop for open mic nights and whatnot. We just found that you didn't have any gear. It was easy. It sort of had a utilitarian nature. You could set up on a curb. We did a lot of buskin when we were kids. We played on a lot of street corners. And so being acoustic musicians meant that we could go further afield as performers even when we weren't good enough or popular enough. It was really hard to get a job, but it was really easy to open up your case and stand in front of it. And hell, we made about, $50, $75 an hour doing it, so it was lucrative too.
Yeah, for sure. Well, my introduction to you all, you were busking on the streets here in Louisville. It was during our non-convention, which was all the public radio stations were in town, and we had a bunch of artists here, but you all were just stealing the show. Everybody was talking about the guys busking on the street.
Well, that's something that they trot you out when you're a professional busker like us, and then they make you busk for events. And now this happened early in the career of Old Crow when we were still maybe playing on a few curbs in really lucrative towns like New Orleans. We would still busk. We'd go there to. We make $300 open up for Robert Earl Keen, but we could go make $3,000 if we busked all weekend. Wow. So that would really pay the bills. But when you guys invited us to WFPK's Non-Com Radio Summit here in, I think, about 2001, and we had Dave Rawlings sitting in with us then, that was sort of at that crossroads of, are you still a busker or not? Well, they want you to be in Radioland, so of course we did it. Because we know who's spinning the records out there, y'all.
So Jubilee marking 25 years as a band, and you've got some really special guests on this album, including Mavis Staples.
We sure do. And we want to thank Jerry Pentecost for bringing Mavis Staples into our fold so that we could record this great song that Mike Harris and Jerry and I wrote. Jerry, of course, has gone on to become Bob Dylan's drummer. So getting poached from Bob is pretty cool. I think he finally got me back for stealing wagon wheels.
What was it like to play with Mavis Staples?
Oh, it was so great. We grew up on the Staples Singers records, and we're gonna do that song for you now, if that's all right.
Yeah, it'd be great.
Because instead of just talking about it, you can hear the tone that really changed the world. Let's hear that Pop Staples tone. Oh, here it comes now, y'all. You're listening to music on the radio, and it feels so good. It's on WFPK, right where it belongs. It's being tuned into parts of Indiana right now. Hallelujahs are in order. I-65 is creating a big traffic jam as people are pulling over to the side of the road to turn it up, man.
It takes one drop to lift these many waters. It takes one drop to roll these many waters away. It takes one drop to lift these many waters before we turn still waters to rolling away.
Oh, and it takes one hand to help hold up your brother. It takes one kind word to turn a stranger to a friend. And it takes one ear to listen to each other, just to hear one heart beat rhythm again. Yes, it does. It takes one song to build houses. It takes one song to light dark ticks out in the day.
It takes one drop. Oh, it takes one drop. Oh, it takes one drop. It takes one drop. It takes one drop to lift these many waters. It takes one drop to roll these many waters away. It takes one drop to lift these many waters before we turn still waters to rolling away.
And it takes one step before the saints go marching. And it takes one march before we got a movement marching in. It takes all kind of saints in step together before we stand in union, hand in hand. Let's just say it takes one breath to lift the winds are changing. It takes one change, make a change all across the land.
It takes one while spreading y'all together for this universe will be as planned. It takes one drop to lift these many waters. It takes one drop to roll these many waters away. It takes one drop to lift these many waters before we turn still waters to rolling away. It takes one drop to lift these many waters. It takes one drop to roll these many waters away. It takes one drop to lift these many waters before we turn still waters to rolling away. Before we turn still waters to rolling away. Before we turn still waters to
Friends, we're just so glad for 25 years now, the Old Crow Medicine Show has had a home on this radio dial. We had our choices of independent record promoters or radio folks out there, and yet this was the one that always spoke to us. So we will always stop off here in this little cubicle, and they put us in the big room tonight. We're playing a big show in town tonight at a new venue that we'd never heard of in like the meatpacking part of town that now looks like a place where you can get cold brew and mocha lattes all day long and even have your dogs do yoga. So yeah, things do change in Louisville. Maybe not as fast as they do on down I-65 where we call home in Nashville, Tennessee, but we like it that way. We come up here and we can think about what our town could have been like. All right, we're going to close out with a little tune from the banks of the Ohio. We're going to send this one out to all of our listeners over there in the Hoosier State. You know who you are.